That was like a whistle.
Hey.
Yeah.
Ghost Dimension.
Well, hello everybody. We are already on the 10th of October. It's really, really difficult to believe. Not sure how fast time goes. I don't know. I kind of keep missing. I don't know what day I'm on. I'm also sitting in some really cold weather for October. Last night it got down to 38, and today it's only 50 degrees right now. So we've had a lot of frost and other things going on. Hi, Deb. How are you? Yeah, I'll get your card in just a sec. Mango's running loose because I haven't let him out, and he's having fun right now. So we're going to start, and I'll start by taking a card with you, Deb. Wow, it's quiet in here today. Let's see what goes. I don't know. Do you know Mango? Huh? All righty, here we go. Well, fingers aren't working. Okay, let me get it again. Hi, ta-da. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Okay, one more time. Let's go here. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Sarah. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yep, I'll get you as well. Ooh, I love you too. Okay, so this is a favorite card of mine, Deb, because one of my best friends who I consider like a sister to me, this is her totem, and I love it. Okay, so squirrel is for you today. Excuse me. So squirrel is a great gatherer. They're always busy, always getting into stuff. And, you know, they go out and they grab food. They're acorns, the oak tree lets down, or, you know, pine cones, whatever they find, and they go and they bury it. Well, the thing is with them, they don't always remember where they bury it. So that's always fun. But with you today, it's about a fast and furious kind of week for you. I keep hearing it's going to be really super busy, and you're going to be like a squirrel looking, which way should I go first? Because you're going to have a lot going on. And what I'm being told is just to make sure that you take that deep breath in, hold it, and release it. And then that'll bring clarity to you on which direction to take. But I do feel there's going to be a lot going on. Hi, Jerry. A lot going on with you. It's like you got to get all this stuff done. You got to get all this stuff done. And that's how they're talking right now. She's got to get all this done. She's got to get all this done. Because apparently you have a date that you're kind of setting in the future that things need to happen and you need to get over doing some stuff. So that's what's going on with you for now. And Miss Pip is a lot today, so she's coming out too. And so like the squirrel, but pay attention to what you're doing, unlike the squirrel, because like I said, a lot of times they put things and they don't remember where things go. So you want to make sure that you're doing what you need to do and not what you kind of had scattered at you, like little things that might take up time. Just focus on what that goal is that you've set for, but it's going to be like, again, fast and furious and kind of a little bit chaotic, I guess would be the word to call it. But just remember, even though the squirrels do that, they also can take care of themselves pretty well. Okay, so this is what's going on with you. So just get ready for some kind of chaotic energy coming in, Deb. It'll get crazy for a while, but you can handle it. And again, let some of the smaller stuff go and just focus on what the end goal is. Okay, so that's your card today, Miss Deb. Oh, and I didn't even put your name up. How dare I? So yeah, there you go. That's your card today, and I hope it resonates for you. Hi, Tada. I hope everything's well with you and family. Miss Sarah. Yeah, I can get you a card. Hawk, I see you. And Hawk, I have not gotten in touch with you, but I have seen it. I've just been I actually just finished another painting, and it was kind of like very involved because I channel them. So you guys, if you go look on my website or on social media, it's posted with today's post of the day that I put up, kind of describing what he brought through. All right, Sarah, let's see what I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, this is kind of cool card you got today. You got the Dream Catcher. Okay. Okay, so what they're talking to me about is the intricacies of weaving, right? Weaving that web, weaving that spider's web, weaving that web of life. And you're in control of it, but there's like so much coming at you. And what they're showing me is like the eye of the eye of the dream catcher, where things come through, right? Where things are allowed to come through. And if you notice on this card, this is a dream catcher I had made. It has turtle beads all the way, all the way around the circle. Okay. And so that's kind of representing the earth and where you're at right now. And I feel like you need to be a little more grounded than you are. I feel like, it's not even about Little Bear. It's about you. It's like you're kind of here and then you're there and you're kind of scattered in a way. And they want you just to take that time for you. Just, 5-10 minutes, maybe when Little Bear is sleeping, or you're back home from work, just to kind of sort through your thoughts, because you've got so much coming in, but you don't have the web set up right on the dream catcher, because what it's supposed to do, it's supposed to catch the negatives and the chaos and all that kind of stuff out of it, right? But what's happening is you're all over and there's like holes, little holes in the webbing, and it's not working for you. It's not helping you. So you need to reweave the parts of your life and re-strengthen those areas, but you need to do it for you, not for anybody else but you. And I know the baby's there, and the baby's going to get 100% of your attention 99% of the time, but you need to step back, breathe, and kind of calm down. They want you to reground for whatever reason. They keep yelling, reground, reground. So even if it's stepping out of your house and putting your feet on the ground and sitting on the porch steps or a chair outside, you need to reground. And again, it's almost like you got stuff even at work that's being tossed at you, and you're distracted. And you're not supposed to be distracted. And I know the baby's a distraction, a good distraction, but it's not about this. You'll be able to do more quality things with him and with David, but you need to ground yourself. And then work will go better. Everything will go better. It'll go smoother, and it'll kind of fall into a rhythm. Okay, so that's your card today, Sarah. I love you, darling. And there you go. It's a dream catcher. And the other thing too, for everybody that's watching, what we don't remember sometimes is the fact that we are the masters of our own universe. We're the ones that are in control of it. So if you get off that track and things start getting a little chaotic, you need to remember that and just step out. Like I just told Sarah, step out and take a deep breath, or take a nap if you can, or whatever it is you need. Step into a shower and kind of get that ook off of you. And by ook, I mean the energy, right? So we all need to care better for ourselves. That's the bottom line. I love you, Sarah. And hi, Hawk. I see you. I appreciate you. And again, like I see, you can, Margaret, you can. I'm in a headspace that kind of was a little bit crazy. When I do the paintings, I channel. So what I do is I take the energies that are coming through and I allow them to paint. So when I got done yesterday with St. Francis, I kind of didn't understand it 100%, but then I took steps backwards, right? And remembered, and I think I told you all last week that Spotify on my TV in the front room, the TV turned on by itself, and this came up, this song that I had never heard of, and it was the Psalm 50, which I had to look up because I didn't know what it was, and I still wasn't sure last week why I kept hearing this song. And it's a beautiful song, and it's in Aramaic, which I don't understand, but it flows just beautifully. Well, now I understand it, because we all need to add prayers and good thoughts for whatever we can do for Israel and everything that's going over there. The wars in the Middle East have been there for centuries and centuries, but this psalm was special for me to understand what was going on and what was coming in. So you've got to pay attention sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We have to pay attention sometimes as to what's going on around us, like something that would catch you, like, and you're like, why am I seeing this, or why is this happening? Sometimes we just need to take that moment, take that beat to understand what it is, and it can be very powerful and impactful. All right, with that said, Margaret, here you go. Your card today is the Lizard. Okay, so lizards they're really cool. They're really cool creatures to watch. And I love it down south, because down south, like in Florida and that, they have anoles and chameleons and geckos, and they have iguanas, a lot of wild iguanas down there, which I've heard are kind of like overtaking a lot of places down there in the glades and what have you, and they're pretty massive. They can be mean if they're not they're not a pet. They can be really mean. But the gecko comes in because the gecko brings a new energy for you today, and it's about the fact that you've been blending in and dealing with some things, and they're showing me the tail being broken off of the chameleon or the gecko. And for you, what that means is it was like you didn't expect it, or you didn't mean for it to happen, but this little section of your tail came off. And what it's showing is that it will grow back, and it will take time. So whatever it is that you're going through and you're having losing, okay, so it's not fun when the geckos lose their tails, or lizards, but they do regrow back. But there's always like a big impact with that when we're relating that to the human. So whatever this was very very, I don't want to say unexpected, but very what is the word they're trying to use? Very impactful on your soul. So it hurts you to your core to lose, like the lizard showing me the tail, but lose whatever this is. So just know that you need to take time for yourself and just kind of, be there for yourself. And with that, in time, that tail will go back. It will all grow back, and it'll be filled with new and stronger parts, right? So your emotions, your energy levels, all that will come back, but it'll be a little bit different. It never is the same. It'll be a little different, but just know that and take good care of yourself while this is going on. Okay, so that is your card today. It is the Lizard. Hope it resonates for you, my dear. Hello, Jess. How are you today? All righty. Oh, and I do want to mention, if you go onto my website and you guys want a read from me this month only, because it's my favorite month of the year. It's my favorite holiday at the end of the month, Halloween. I'm offering $45 for an hour read with me. And it'll be like this. You'll be in the studio with me, so you'll be able to see me. And that's over on my website at bearmedicinewalker.com, and just look under the tab readings. And they're filling up, but there's still more spots. All right, so here we go, Jess. Let's see what we've got for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh. Okay, so yours is about relationships. Okay, it's the clownfish and the anemone. Okay, I love these fish. I wish I could have saltwater up here because I have a big tank of them. They're just really cool. They're very colorful, and they interact with the anemone. They're kind of codependent, actually, and they take care of each other. So when something's going after the clownfish, like a bigger fish going after it or an eel or whatever, it goes back and it can go into the anemone, and it's safe because the anemone is poisonous to everything else but clownfish. Okay, so they kind of take care of each other, and they pull in like microbial food for the anemones, so they work together. So this is about the relationship, and this could be any kind of relationship, but this is a relationship that's really important to you. But it's not necessarily a person, but it's whatever is going on. You need to be able to blend it a little bit better. And they keep saying like seamlessly. It's almost like you flow into that energy and then you can flow back out of that energy, but you're not utilizing it in the way it should be utilized, because you would get more from it if you allowed it to blend with you. And I do feel this is like an energy of an event or something that's going on with you, but you're kind of giving a little bit of pushback. And what I'm hearing is, no, you need to let it flow and you need to connect with this. And once you do, you'll understand why. But don't worry about being stuck in it. You're protected while you're there. And when you're ready to move from it, you'll be able to move from it. So this is something you kind of sort of need to watch unfold a little bit, but just be conscious of the fact that whatever it is that kind of comes into your sacred circle space is meant to be there. So get from it whatever it is that you need energetically. And I almost feel too like not only is the card coming in with the fish, but it's like cleansing. So, but this is like salt water, because salt water and fresh water are two different things. So I don't know if it's connected to shoreline. And I feel like a little bit of travel as well. Not to a place far away, but it's coming in like a movie. So it's kind of really kind of hard today to figure it out. Let's see. Yeah, just be ready to move through it, with it, whatever it is, because it will be advantageous for you. Okay, Jeff? So there you go. That's your fish. Your card today. It's the clownfish and the anemone. I hope it resonates and makes sense. A lot of big energy coming in today. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Going down. Sure you can, Hawk. Not a problem. Ruth, I don't know if you've seen the post I put up today from my website with the meaning of looking within with St. Francis. But I will tell you this, and I'm sure you noted this too, the energy from the painting, and it's hanging on my wall back here to dry right now because it's an oil painting and it's not tiny, it's a big painting, but the energy that comes off this painting isn't captured in a photograph, if that makes sense. And I know you've got Wing and a Prayer, and it's the same thing. You take a picture of them, but the energy is totally different when you're standing in front of it, looking at it. It kind of morphs into a bigger impact of the impression that's on the board. It's just really weird, and I didn't realize that till today when I was fussing with them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Hey, Mango, you want to deliver this card? All right, you got the parrot today, which is the little Mango man. He's up over here on the. Try to sit on top of Pip's cage because she's in destroying his toys right now in his cage. Okay, so for you, the parrot brings in communication, and I almost feel that your communication is being stifled, like you're not using it to what it should be used, to the degree it should be used, and it's like you're holding things back. It's kind of like you've like gone into a box or a box, and you've like closed it, and you only have a little bit of the lid, and you're looking out. And I feel almost like you don't want to hear from whoever this is that's standing there, but you need to open communication. And once you do, everything sets well. But you have to allow it to happen. And if you don't, it's like you won't be prepared for whatever is there. So you need to make sure what's going on, and you need to pay attention to it. But you need to communicate it a little bit better than you have been. Okay, so that's your card today, and it is the parrot, and there he is, just came in. I hope it resonates for you, Jerry. Hawk, you just really, and they're like, he's over here now too, screaming. You really need to open to whoever this is, because they have good news. And, when we sometimes close off and we're thinking the worst, it's not the worst, okay? It just isn't. So you might want to check into that, all right? I love you. Thanks for popping on. Okay. All right. Hi, Presh. How are you? Oh. Yeah, it's Joyce. It's a nice, it's just a day, you make the most out of it. I have, though, realized that since my windows are now being closed, I need to clean them. But other than that, it's okay. I just like it when its sun is here. Sun's a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. Whoever wrote this, hello, sister, yes, please. Yeah, I will be happy to do that, but I need to know who you are. So repost it. Just put your name in the beginning, and I'll find it here on the thread, and I'll get it for you. That could be Denise. Is Denise here? Is Denise here wanting a card, Ruthie? Yeah, I can give Denise a card. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to do that because that's probably who it is, right? Right? Yeah, I'm just going to go there, and Prush, I'll get you in a sec. All right, so Denise. Oh, she's under you. Hi. That's nice to see you. I'm going to pull you a card whether you wanted one or not. All right, let's see. So that wasn't Denise. Whoever that Facebook user was that yelled sister. It might be Dawn. I don't know. I'll give you one. Just make sure you put your name in down the road. Uh-oh. And I can hear Denise right now going, oh my God, I didn't want to read. Yeah, well, you're getting one anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well, this fits. This fits. Okay, so your card today is the Ram, and considering we're both Capricorn, born on the same day, this really fits you today, because the Ram is all about being bullheaded. So there's something going on with you right now, and you just not having it. It's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want nothing to do with it. And kind of like you're being bullheaded. And you know me, I'm bullheaded anyway, so I get it. But whatever this is, you need to just put the fear away from it and just let it happen naturally. It won't be a big issue. because you do have that strength and that ability to put a stop to whatever this is, like, no, not today. Mm, wrong person, not today. And this is what I keep hearing. So just remember, and it doesn't hurt people's feelings. And if it does, they need to wake up, because everything isn't about them. And it isn't like the sun revolving around them. And that's what I keep hearing. So be as bullheaded as you need to, but allow it to start and happen so that you can kind of take control of it and direct it away. All right, so that is your card today, Miss Denise. I love you, and it's the Ram. Okay, so you are welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, Presh, I can give you a card. Hang on. All right. Okay. Hi, Kay. I don't see you yet, but hi, Kay. Oh, there you are. You're right under Denise. Okay, I see you. All right, Miss Presh. I know, Mango. She destroyed your toy. I am sorry she did that. Now I got to get you a new toy. She just broke it and chewed it up. Didn't she? Yes, she did. All right, Crush. Let's see what I get for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, excuse me, 7. Pardon me. Whew, pardon me. Okay, so your card today is the deer, the buck. All right, so you're entering into a time of the year, and the reason I added this card actually to the deck was kind of for this reason. They go through a harvest, right? In the harvest time, the deer, the male deer, the bucks, actually wind up growing their antlers during the summer, and then they rub what you call velvet off of them, which is kind of a layer of fur. Not really deep fur, but they scrape their antlers and stuff on trees and whatever to get that all out. So now, going into the hunting season, okay, so they're preparing, they're getting ready, and they're getting ready to basically create next year's spawns, okay? So this puts you into a very creative spot right now. And I do feel that it's like the fall, throughout the fall. And this is your creative time. This is time for you to create something that you want to set as a goal. It's the very most opportune time to do this or set new goals that will kind of take a little while to come to fruition, but it'll get there like in the springtime, right? And maybe even a little later. But right now, that's what you need to do, is to prepare for the new stuff, the things that you want to manifest, the things that you want to get rid of. Make sure you cut and let them go. Take a deep dive into your soul and make sure everything that doesn't need to be there anymore is pushed aside, because you don't want to carry that into the next season. Because if you do, there's not enough room for the new stuff to come in, or the stuff that you're trying to manifest next to come in. So you want to make sure you tie up all the loose ends and due diligence of getting rid of the stuff that you don't need anymore. And once you do that, it'll be really smooth. But this is a real super creative time for you. And by creative, you know, it means whatever creative means for you. Okay, so for me right now, I'm falling into, okay, they're pushing me to do some paintings to get back into the work that I have been doing and to complete the deck. And I've got one more painting to do, and then my new deck will be ready to go to print. So it's like, that's my creative time. But I also know other people that are out canning food right now, or writing, or whatever it is that you need to be creative. You can just sit and enjoy. That can be your creative time. But this is your time, and it's very special, and it's very important that you take advantage of it. And like I said, get rid of the old so that the new coming in will be fruitful for you. Okay, so that's your card today, Presh. And it is the deer, the buck. All right, gonna go down a little bit. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. Hi, Miss Cindy Pinkham. How are you? Good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Hi, Christy. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I'll give you a card. There you go. Now I can see you. Yeah, you are my sister. I don't know about everybody else, but man, the world, the planet is a hot mess right now. And I think a lot of people who are more sensitive to other like worldly things or spiritual things are feeling the impact pretty strong, really strong. Okay, Christy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And it's been making me like want to sleep, like a lot of it. I just want to sleep. And it's like, no, you can't keep sleeping all day. All right, so your card today is Grandmother Spider. And we all know how much you like spiders. So this is about, okay, so the spider spins its web, and this relates to us creating our world, our path that we walk. And we need like to be able to do that moving forward or moving whichever direction you want to take for new things that are coming in. But for you, it's kind of like you've built this. Okay, so they're showing me the wolf spider. I had them here at the house and I still get them, but not as many as when we first moved in. But the wolf spider doesn't have a web like this, okay? A wolf spider has a cone-shaped web. And this is what they're showing, and you're down in the smallest part of the cone, and it goes out. And it's really interesting if you've ever seen the nest. When we got into this house, they were covered outside because no one had lived here for a while for whatever reason. The spiders were everywhere. I actually have a huge scar on my back because I had a couple drop down my shirt and they bit me. Not venomous, but they were scared. It wasn't their fault. So I now I have spider medicine. But what this is they keep showing the spider down in the bottom of the cone. Okay, so it's like the spider web, the cone. And it's like got you so barricaded in. It's like, and it's kind of like what I just said. We're all kind of trying to hide from what's going on in the world right now because it really is impacting us. This is your safe space, they're telling me. However, with that said, you need to come out of that webbing. And it is a form of a web. It's just not a regular web. So, and while considering that it's the wolf spider that they're showing me, you know what that means. The other half is showing me this. So it's very important that you come out a little bit just to get some fresh air and some new perspective. Also, she's saying, now I'm saying she because, you know, it's the wolf. She's saying actually that you need to do that in order to get better. So I don't know what's going on with you right now, but she's trying to pull you out and you're trying to pull back in. It's like you're holding with your last strength and she's trying to suck you right out of that funnel web because there's things that you're missing and things that'll make you feel better and just balance better. But she's yelling and saying hiding is not the way to deal with this. So whatever you're doing down in the bottom of the funnel web, she'll keep bugging you until you get out of it a little bit. And she's like, she doesn't need to stay in there 24/7, but she can go back in. She's just that she has to come back out. And I'm hearing sunlight too. She wants you to have sunlight. So I don't know if that's about shining a light on something or shining a light on you or just getting out into nature again. And that would be my guess because that's how she was. So yeah, you need to do that to be able to kind of, and I feel like I'm listening and it's like I got vertigo. Yeah, sort of so you can balance again and ground again in a proper way. And yeah, you can unplug from everything. You know, it doesn't matter. You can unplug from everything that you need to step away from. Just don't go all the way back down into the cone of that webbing, because it's almost going to get you caught up in it. So you need to make sure at least once in a while you're coming back out, because she'll drag you out. I guarantee it. She will haunt you and drag you out. She's done it before. She'll do it again. All right. So that's your card today, sis. I love you. I love you. All right. Thanks for coming on. I hope it resonates. And good luck telling her to go away, because that doesn't how it works. Yep. Nope. Doesn't. Hi, Tommy. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, you know, Presh, I get it. It's been really stressed. I can't even. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, yeah. Well, you need to do like I said, get out and ground and whatever else I said. I don't remember. All right, Tammy, how are you? I will pull a card for you. Yeah, it's just, I mean, my soul weeps for what's going over. I just, and it's not, it's all around the world. There's just such ugliness out there and hate, and I just don't understand it. Well, I understand why they're doing it, but I don't understand what would possess someone to do that. That's not in the name of God, and it's not being mean to people. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Being mean to people, and going after people, or war, or racial slurs, or trying to ban books, or try to talk about something they have no clue about with people. It's like it's everywhere. You just can't get away from it. So last night I watched Disney, so I was happy. I just watched a couple Disney movies and I enjoyed it. And I didn't touch the news, didn't touch the regular TV. And if you don't see me online for a little bit, it's because I pulled back and I'm doing something again, like I just did with Francis. Okay, so your card today is the Dove. Okay, so the Dove is bringing messages of joy and messages of peace and calm for you. Like, this is really important for you for whatever's going on right now. They want you to process through where you're at, like in the moment, and just do it peacefully and calmly, and things will work out. And they're saying, okay, so it's like anxiety hits you when you're kind of confronted by things. And sometimes, in life, we get confronted with stuff we don't really want to deal with, but we do need to deal with it and put it behind us. And it's not as big of a task if we do it right away. And this is what they're saying really loudly. Just deal with it as it comes, and then just push it aside. Because if it's something that you're not like confronting, or you're not dealing with, and we don't address it, and believe me, I've done it in the past, it's not fun, because they'll come back until you do. It'll just keep getting dropped right in front of you, dropped right in front of you, dropped right in front of you. And until you deal with it, the longer it takes for you to do that, and you're throwing it back in the closet, or whatever you want to call it, your proverbial closet is what I call it. And you don't deal with it. So eventually what it's going to do, it's going to boil up and it's going to break the closet walls. So the best thing for you to do is whatever is coming at you, just deal with it at that time. And if you stay calm and take a few breaths, you've got everything you need to know or able to do to be able to address it. It really isn't as big of a deal as sometimes as we make it out to be. And then like when we do address it, it's like, oh, why didn't I do that in the first place, right? So that's what yours is about today, Tammy, and I hope it resonates for you. And that is the Dove. I love the Dove. I know, Press, it's just a lot everywhere. So just ground yourself and make sure you take care of you. I have been okie dokie. Same old. I got a wedding coming up this weekend, though. One of my daughter's best friends that grew up with her is getting married. So I'm going to go down and watch him do the thing and get married. Hi, Mary Little Bird. How are you today? Okay. Going after children is what I can. Yeah, no, I 100% agree. Elders and children, I just don't. You're welcome. I love you too. Okay, let's see what's going on. No, I did not, Tony. I'm sorry. Let me give you a card because we're getting down to the bottom here, and it doesn't look like many more are here, so that's okay. I did not. I haven't been on. I apologize, but it's just been, hey, you two, none of that. It's just been a lot. And like you said, I said earlier, the energy is kind of crazy. It's one way one day and it's another way another day. All righty, so let us go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, His Highness came up again. So this is about communication. This is a parrot. This is Mango, actually. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about what's going on. Okay, so this kind of ties into my painting and my bird. Okay, and I know that kind of sounds a little crazy, but it is definitely about those things. And I'm gonna pull this up so you guys can see it. Hang on one second. I have to find it, but I want you to be able to see it. Who just landed on my head? Mango, you little crazy bird. Don't poop on my head either today either. Okay, so I'm going to do this and bring him up. Okay, so actually the one that I'm talking about is Mango, and he's sitting on top of my head. So he's here for you. And it's about communication. And the communication is also about this guy, okay? And this is St. Francis. This is the painting I just finished, okay? So St. Francis, one of the things that I know for a fact, and this is really interesting, this is coming through this way. St. Francis I've known since I was a child. I've always worked with them because I've always had, oh, got another one trying to land on me. Okay, so they're both on my head. That's always funny. Oh, that's just funny, huh? Well, what are you doing, goofball? So they get so jealous of each other. So they're oh my God, I swear. So anyway, I've worked with St. Francis since I was a kid, and I don't know how much people know about him because I don't know if people follow or deal with saints anymore. But thank you, Mango. Get the hair off of me. So he always was there. St. Francis is always like kind of shown with animals, and he takes care of them. And what he does now is he takes care of them on the other side. Now, the communication that comes in with Mango is, yeah, you're not getting my card. Sorry, dude. That comes in from him is because all my animals that have passed, it's about the communication with them. And Miss Tada, who's in here for sure right now, she's in here watching today. She witnessed something a couple weeks back now, but she actually saw the spirits that were in my room, and they were of my animals that have passed, that they're always with us, that we can communicate with them and actually sometimes even see them. It's a little different than the way they look when they're like here on this earth, but they're always around you. And this is about communication for you. This is about understanding that where we go after we pass. Everything that has a spark of a soul, okay, it doesn't matter. It could be a bird like Mango. It could be a dog. It could be a cat like my Tux was, right? And we saw Tux. So this is all about the communication that we have with our animals. whether they're here or not. So this is really a big deal for you, because and I don't know if this is what happened or not with you. Oh man, my ear, boy. But this is all about communication with spirit for you right now. And it's like right now in this time and space, more and more people are able to see, hear, and learn about the various spirits that are around. And it's okay. And it's a good thing because it gives us comfort. But this is all about communication and miscommunication with you. So whatever that is or relating to, you need to kind of think about it a little bit and just take a moment to understand it. And that's your card. And that's Mango. Yeah, he's singing for you. I hope that resonates for you. Oh, yeah, Salem. Oh, yeah, yeah. Absolutely 100%. My daughter went there last year. They loved it when they went there. Ray, I give the readings here for free. Okay, I can do that. Oh, you need to go, bud. Yeah, that was cute. You need to go, bud. You don't need to be biting my hand. Go on. Come on, move. Oh, he's such a snot. Oh, nope. He's trying to get the cards again. Let's get him over here. I'm going to shuffle him. Hang on, Mary. He's such a snot. Okay, I got to do this over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. He's looking at me like, what are you doing, Mom? I wish you could see him. He hasn't done this in a while. So your card is the frog, okay? And I don't know if all of you have noticed, but there's been frogs have been like a thing lately. I don't know why. They keep popping up everywhere I look, and I've been posting them on my business page, and it's like frog. So the frog has stopped in for you today, and for you, it's about the cycles that the frog goes through. So they start out as an egg. Then they hatch and they're really tiny, and then they go into a tadpole, which is a little bigger. Then they go into a tadpole with legs. Then they go into losing the tail because it's getting smaller, and then they go into the frog. So this is about reoccurring cycles for you right now. They're saying cycles. So if there's something that's going on, and sometimes, this is for everybody. If we get into a cycle and we keep going through it. And I actually had this conversation with somebody the other day, because when you're like, I'm going to give you the example of a job, right? You go in and you just do it, and because you've been there, and it's like routine and you don't have to think about it. For me, that always meant it's time to move into something new. So this is what I'm being shown. So this is about the cycles, but you're the one that can control how they change and when they change. Very important. And they're telling me that this is what has to happen with you, because this cycle is really kind of keep going repetitively. It's like old news. Hang on, I gotta shut this cage. It's like old news. So you have to go in, and you're the one that can change it. No one else can change it, because our reactions that we have to certain things that pop up in life, we control those reactions. And this is what they're saying. If you need to change something, think about how you need to do it, and then just go in and do it, because you have the ability to do it. But that's what they're showing me is repetitive. Now, the cycle of the frog also brings in land and water, okay? Water is cleansing, and water is like renewal. So it's about starting something over or something different, right? Land is about grounding, and these guys can go between land and water. So land is about grounding, and the water is about cleansing. So you need to allow that process to happen, and then through that cycle, pull that little microchip in that cycle of going through the same thing and change it up a little bit. But you're responsible for it. No one else can do it, because it's about how you need to do things. Okay. And that's what's most important. So that's your card today. And it is the frog. Don't you jump over here again. I will read for you. I can pull a card for nothing, or you can go to my website and have an hour reading, and it's videotaped for $45. So you can go over to my website at bearmedicewalker.com. All right, who's this here? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's a lot, I will say. Yep, Mango's a lot. You got to love him. He loves picking on me. Hi, Lalima. Sure, I can give you a card. Absolutely, I can. All right. Good, Mary. I'm glad. Yeah, Tony. Mango was for you. Once this is over, you can go back and you can just look for your name, kind of scroll through the hour and just scroll. You'll see. That's why I put the names up so you guys can like go back to the read. So it's there for you. Absolutely. Yeah. Mango was a lot. He's a lot some days. I love him though. He's a good boy. All right. So Lalima, let's see what I got for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, now don't laugh and don't think, oh my gosh, 72 cards and that's what I get. Yeah, that's what you got. It's a cow. Okay, this was actually one of my friends had a dairy farm, and this was actually one of her cows that I took a picture of. So the cow brings in really good things. Cows are very loving creatures, actually, and I don't think people know how smart they are and how they can communicate with people. They love people. They don't like being by themselves, and they also have more than one stomach, and that's where the ruminate comes from, that word, because it goes through the different stomach and it ruminates, so it breaks down into smaller. Okay, so for what I'm seeing for you is there's something going on that you've been dwelling on. That's also like ruminating. Okay, so you're dwelling on it and you're tossing it around. Just let it go till the end, and whatever this is, I feel it's a situation with two people. In the situation, it's not setting really well with you, but you're not really sure how you want to react to it. So just remember that before you decide to react to it or in kind of insert yourself into whatever this is. Just allow it to kind of ruminate down and let it go. Not worth dealing with. It's not advantageous one way or another for you to deal with it because the outcome's already been set, but it's not been set by you. So don't involve yourself with whatever this is and just keep ruminating it and letting it go. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So they're also telling me to tell you you've got more important matters to deal with than whatever this is that's going on. All right. So I hope that resonates for you. And, for what it's worth, I love cows. So they're awesome. All right. So there you go. And that's your card for today. All right, guys. I hope that everything kind of resonated for you today, or maybe you learned a little bit of stuff. And I'll be back tomorrow with Holly Jenkins. Not quite sure. Oh, no, I take it back. We're okay, good. I'm really glad. I am glad. All right, so I'll be back tomorrow with Holly Jenkins. And actually, I think we're going to talk about channeling tomorrow and how we channel and how we can channel and what automatic writing is. And, I create spirit walkers, how I create them and how you go into meditation and that. So I'll be back tomorrow, 3 o'clock, 3 to 4 Eastern time with Miss Holly Jenkins. And until then, it's going to be bear out. Okay, so you guys all take care.
Yeah. Cool, wasn't it? Bye, bear, Mom Bear.
Bye, Mama Bear.
See you later, bear, Mom Bear, Mom Bear.